Alright guys, I'm soaked. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I was out meeting somebody at the yard. Got ourselves a new renter at the yard, so that's awesome. We're gonna smoke the Plasencia 149. This is a Santa Fe 4x7 8x60 single. It's kind of a fat little sucker. That oily wrapper. Smells musty, like barnyardy. Anyway, wasn't out there very long. Got soaked. I think I need to change out my sweatshirt. Ooh, that makes me want to sneeze smelling that one. So just for shits and giggles, let's see. It's been in the dry box for about a week. $62, not bad. That's how much moisture is in the air around here. Even the dry box isn't being able to keep up. Those ones that were up in Oregon, those got dry, didn't they? But like I said, it's not their fault. So since it's kind of a box press, we're gonna cut. That's a kind of a wide open draw. Tastes musty. Musty barnyardy. Just like it smells. Kind of like a... If you've ever been with a hippie chick, that's about all I'm gonna say. Previous life, back in the day. That's a little TMI, yeah? Well, I got that space heater cranked up. That feels good right now. Smells, what's that smell like? Like charred. I don't know. Like a charred something. Like charred marshmallow or something almost. It has a char sweetness smell to it. Ooh. That's got some pepper on the retro and then a sweetness on the palate. It almost reminds me of a charred marshmallow in a way. That's crazy. I was getting that kind of a smell when I was doing the foot. You ever get a taste earthiness? Almost like very dark toast. Dark bread, toasty. A little charred sweetness, almost like a charred marshmallow. with some pepper on the retro. I can feel the spice on the mouth. That's interesting. I can definitely feel the spice on the mouth and like on the lips. Look at the oils in that wrapper. That's just gorgeous. Look at that. That is a good start. My fellow leaf lovers. That is a good start. And one of my favorite Celsius. It's pretty good. Wow. You know, some cigars amaze me on the flavors you can get out of them for just being dried leaf, you know? Just, it's pretty amazing. Just like that Jamie Garcia, or the Don Pippin Garcia Vegas that I did not like at all. I appreciate the people that did like it, how you commented and told me your experience with it. I definitely appreciate that, because that just shows how one cigar can have so many different flavors across different palates. So thank you for sharing your guys' experience with that video. Because it just shows, just because I didn't like something doesn't mean you're not gonna, just because you like something doesn't mean I'm gonna. That's why this is such a unique hobby, you know? It just blows me away that just one cigar, and it's all leaf, just rolled together, and they're all leaf, how they could be so different per person, and how you can get so many different flavors out of just dried leaf, you know? Such a unique hobby, and that's why these are called premium hand-rolled cigars. And the craftsmanship and just everything that goes into them. Just, they're amazing. But I appreciate all of you, but especially when I didn't like a cigar and I showed it like that, and people were not afraid to say that they enjoyed it and they shared their experience. I really appreciate that. That's what this is all about. We're all in this together. And I've said it before, this isn't just my channel, it's your guys' channel also, because without you, it's just some dude smoking a cigar on camera with himself, you know what I mean? I mean, you guys are the ones that made it grow to where it's at. And I definitely appreciate that. So, thank you. So, don't ever be afraid to comment on my videos. If I disagree with something on a cigar and you guys enjoyed it, please put it in there so other people can see that and make a decision on if they want to try it or not. And you know me, I'm always about trying a stick. I want to try them all. I know it's impossible. There's too many out there, and so many I'll never get my hands on. But that's what this is all about, is trying, for me personally, about trying as many different cigars as I can, instead of just settling for a certain couple and smoking that the rest of my life. You know, for me, that would get boring, and I'd be missing out. I mean, I'd be missing out on all kinds of different flavors, different experiences, especially the interactions with you guys when it's like that one that I did not like whatsoever, but some of you did like it and you put it in the comments. That's awesome. It's awesome. That's what this is about. So what are you guys smoking right now? What'd you light up when I lit this one up? Are any of you smoking this one with me, or what you smoking? Let me know. Look at those oils coming out ahead of that burn line. This is a pretty bold cigar, but it's smooth. That white pepper, or I shouldn't say white pepper, it was just pepper. On the retro, has simmered way down. It's a lot more smooth. It's sweetened and creamy-ish pepper. The mouthfeel pepper has calmed way down already, just that far into it. Just why I've been talking to you guys the last 10 minutes. Has smoothed way down. It's still lingering on the palate, but it's not very strong like it was. That dark red, that charred kind of marshmallow flavor. Not super sweet, but just that kind of flavor of when you catch a marshmallow on fire and then you blow it out and you eat that charredness. That's what this is totally reminding me of right now, and it's just blowing me away. With a dark boldness to it. Look at that. Jeez. The smoke definitely has I don't want to say oily, but it coats your mouth. It's kind of a heavier smoke fill that definitely coats the mouth. But a smoothness to it at the same time. That's a good one. Just that wrapper's gorgeous, especially with those oils coming out. I mean, look at that. That's just beautiful. All right, we're gonna let this settle in. I've talked your ear off for about 12 minutes already. I'll let mine settle in. I'll let your guys settle in, and then we'll come back and keep puffing along. Yeah. All right. I'll be back. Look at that ash, YouTube. Not a bad ash. Got a little wonky burn right there. Decent, though. We're going to go ahead and tap that ash. See if we can't get that little piece of burn line to work out. But, oh. This thing is smoking super smooth. It has transitioned a little bit from the charred marshmallow-ish to more of a dark brownie flavor. A dark red, not sweet chocolate, but like a really dark chocolate. Just a tiny bit of spice on the retro. A little bit lingering on the mouth, just barely on the tongue. The smoke feel is still like a thick smoke, but it's smooth. Really good. We're gonna go ahead and take this band off. Well, I got you guys on camera. There we go. Another look at that wrapper. What a gorgeous, gorgeous wrapper. Look at that thing. Just so shiny. It almost reminds me of the Milano. Once it warms up and smooths out, just those nice darker flavors, but very smooth. Definitely a smoke maker. It don't take much to get a lot of smoke. There's a hint of a floral note on the retro. That's just a good cigar. It's a good, dark, deep flavors, but smooth. I'm really enjoying this one. Really enjoying this one. Alright, that's how it's transitioned, that's how it's staying. And I will come back when we get closer to the end, or if anything changes. Good smoke though, wow. And look, it's not like burning itself up, just sitting there, it's barely smoking. But then you hit it, and you get a lot of smoke. It's a really, really nice cigar, so. It's getting hot in here. Got that thing cranked up to 90. I was hoping to kind of dry myself out a little bit. I'm still pretty wet. As you can see the water line on me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. Not bad for the second cigar of the day. Alright. This Plasencia 149 was a really good cigar. At the end, it's kind of got a wonky burn. The pepper ramped up a little bit. And the charred, crispy bits of a brownie. That's about what I'm getting. Other than that, it stayed pretty good. I mean, it was a good cigar. It didn't really change much. It changed it from the beginning to the middle, and then from there to here, it stayed the same. But now it's the pepper's ramped up a little bit. It's getting a little warm, but we're at the end, and it's getting more of a charred brownie flavor, like a dark brownie flavor. It's a good stick though. That one was good. Thanks for smoking a cigar with me again. As always, try different sticks. Let me know what you were smoking, what you lit up, and if you've tried this one. And always, keep it smoky, my friends.